Welcome to Guru Trader video for Monday, March the 8th, 2010. Here's the stocks that are popping up on our market movers today. On the Toronto Stock Exchange Venture, symbol PW again, 67 cents. GBB again, 24 cents. TSM, $1.20. MVN, 30.5 cents. HMG, $2.05. On the Toronto Stock Exchange, symbol V.TR again, $1.37. On the New York Stock Exchange, new symbol BEE, $3.64. And we're briefly going to mention two stocks in the AMEX that we mentioned before, CNAM, $10.21, and MSN, $4.09. Let's take a closer look. Okay, here's the stocks we're looking at today. Symbol PW, PanWestern Energy on the Canadian Exchange, 67 cents, up 7 cents, 1.15 million. Didn't make the most actives. Did make a new high today, traded as high as 72 cents. The reason we're mentioning it is as a follow-up, because we first mentioned PW, or I don't know if it's the first time we mentioned it, but we mentioned them last week on March the 4th at 42 cents. So almost a 52 or over 52% move since then. Lots of news on this company, but February 23rd is our last announcement. Look into, this is what caught my eye. I want to know about the relationship between PanWestern, Hathor, and Terra Ventures. I'd like to know about their various properties, the gas properties, helium test well. There's a private placement. There's a $10 million private placement that was done, I think, around 45 cents. Gives you an idea for the level of the stock that was issued at what level. So there, I like that. It's not like it was issued at 5 cents and now it's at 67 cents. So anyway, as a follow-up, stock seems to be doing well. I'd love to see it pull back and consolidate a little bit, and I'm still looking into it, but there's one to keep an eye on. Next, GBB, gold bullion development, 24 cents, up a half a cent. 3 million shares traded, did show up on the most actives today. We're mentioning it also as a follow-up. We first mentioned GBB, or I should say last mentioned GBB last week on March the 3rd at 20 cents. Nice little move there so far. Like to see it pull back a little bit again. 81 million shares outstanding. Market cap still under 20 million, so it's just a baby. I want to know about the relationship between gold bullion and Oro gold. I'd like to know, there was results, I believe. Anyway, I'm going to have to look into that one a little bit closer. Okay, this is a new symbol, TSM on the Canadian Exchange, $1.20 up 55 cents. That's a huge move, up 84% on 2.5 million shares. Looks like a new company. I don't see any chart before November of last year. 43 million market cap, 35 million shares outstanding, so not too top heavy. Now, also keep in mind this stock opened at $1.50. So they really move it. That is a new high for the stock. The previous 52-week high was 93 cents, which was back in November the 6th. And that's about all we know about the company. Somebody's following the stock. There's a relationship, I believe, with Revert Minerals. And it's a rare earth, zirconium in Sweden, some other rare earth elements to look into. So I'd have to look into that. Producing Korsnäs RFE lead mine in Finland. So various properties to look into with that one. Okay, MVN, Madalena Ventures, followed them, I believe, years ago. 30.5 cents up 2.5 cents, 9%, 1.6 million shares, which is good volume, but there is 111 million shares outstanding, so keep that in mind. $34 million market cap, also trades in the Canadian Exchange. There's the one-year chart. This one looks like a turnaround situation, breaking new highs. Previous 52-week high was 28.5 cents on Friday, so it looks like they're moving it now. Looking into the news, selling a Tunisian property, Byron Capital Markets is covering the stock, financial operating results, more financial. Okay, there's a seismic programs in Argentina, so there seems to be some options. I'd like to know where the options were granted at. See what kind of stock's going to hit me down the road, possibly. Exploration oil discovery in Argentina. So that's those. It looks like an oil-related play. Argentina, South America. And I don't know if there's any metals or if it's just oil, but there's one to look into it. Or if you like 30-cent stocks. Hana Mining, HMG, $2.07 at 14 cents, 1.6 million, 59 million shares outstanding, $122 million market cap. 52-week high was $2, which it made on Friday. Very nice looking chart. I'd like to see what it does when it consolidates and give me some time to look into the news. Okay, looks like drilling results: 1.9% copper, 17.4 grams silver over 7 meters. Banana zone intersects 1.2% copper, 16.8 grams silver over 15 meters. So there's various properties, various drill results. Now this one I was looking at earlier, and I think there were private placements done at around 80 cents and at around 55 cents, so keep that in mind. Usually there's a 4 to 6 month hold on those shares. So look at the dates and the prices of those financings to get an idea if there's any stock that's going to be coming out in the market soon, because 55 and 80 cents stocks over $2, they're well in the money. But anyway, stock looks good and one to keep an eye on. V.TR, Volta Resources, first mentioned that stock on March the 4th at $1.11, or I should say last mention. I'm not sure when we first mentioned them. We said we'd like to see, I think, that stock pull back into that 85-90 cent range. I don't think it got that low. Actually opened at the 135, traded as high as 146. That's another 52-week high. The previous 52-week high was on Friday at $1.34. So 135 million market cap, 98 million shares. Trades on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Very good looking stock. Nice stair steps. Flattens out. Doesn't look like it's done yet. There's results on this company to look into. 191 meters, 1.31 grams gold at the Kiaka Gold Project in Burkina Faso. Yeah, I think there's various properties in West Africa. 82 meters, 2.27 grams at Kiaka Gold Project, Burkina Faso. So definitely some news to look into there. Released news again today. Extending mineralization, Gongonda copper porphyry deposit at its Gaua project in southwestern Burkina Faso. So there's lots of news to look into on that one. Okay, I'm only mentioning this one because we mentioned it on Friday. At that time it was 766, or actually on Thursday on the 4th. China Armco Metal, CNAM on the AMEX. It's up again, 1022 up 62. We usually don't look at these stocks, but it did hit on the volume actives, the percentage gainers, dollar gainers, made a new high, an all-time new high. Doesn't look the stock's been around for much more than a year. Another 2.6 million shares traded a day. Looks like there's only 10 million shares outstanding in this company. This company's earning money, 21 cents showing there. And this was, I think it was metal recycling and $100 million deal in China. So, I mean, I don't know the story very well. Looks like the stock touched a high of $11, so we're just mentioning it mainly as a recap because we mentioned it last week. Here's another one, Emerson Radio MSN. We didn't mention this. It showed up again. We don't like higher price stocks, but again it's hitting on the volume actives, percentage gainers, dollar gainers, and making a 52-week high. So we'll mention it this time. Don't know anything about this company, but symbol keeps popping up on our market movers. And lastly, this is a new stock that looks interesting on the New York Stock Exchange, where you normally find larger priced stocks, but this one is 364, symbol BEE, Strategic Hotel and Resorts, 75 million shares out, 274 million market cap. Looks like the company lost $3.65 a share. That counts for probably a lot of the sell-off last year. This stock was under $1. It's now over $3. It's a nice looking chart. And if you're looking for something that's not all metal or tech, Strategic Hotels and Resorts fourth quarter results, so maybe this is a turnaround situation. I don't know, just throwing it out there because it did hit on the volume actives, percentage gainers, and I think the dollar gainers, and it made a 52-week high today. So anyway, those are the stocks we're following. Do your homework and trade safely. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Guru Trader videos and tweets are daily snapshots of 5 to 7 very active small and microcap stocks from all North American stock exchanges. We simply track stocks that are trading up significantly on news or making new highs on very high volume without any further consideration of company fundamentals. The point is to save time by focusing on only those stocks that are moving right now. Guru Trader symbols come from filtering market movers and from subjective observations. Our software cross-references today's volume actives, percent gainers, and dollar gainers, which are filtered down to just lower-priced stocks. We then look at each stock's charts for apparent uptrends and news headlines for obvious one-day-only events to exclude, like a buyout, or for longer-term growth-related news like financials, drill results, patent approvals, etc. to include. This is similar to how many traders look for new stocks as a starting point for further research with their financial and investment advisors. This is not an advisory service, and conflicts may exist as we sometimes take positions, or featured stocks may have bought online advertising or IR support services. Any content published by Investors Guru Small Cap Stock Observer is subject to the terms of our privacy policy and disclaimer at investorsguru.com. For our other small cap stock channels, follow Twitter's Guru Trader Tweet in real time on your PC or mobile device at twitter.com/investorsguru. Subscribe to watch YouTube's Investors Guru video channel at youtube.com/investorsguru. Search Investors Guru at facebook.com and add us as a friend to see our videos, tweets, etc. that are all synced to post on our wall. It's free to sign up at investorsguru.com stock community for comprehensive quotes, newsletters, profiles, forums, etc., or to update your portfolio, watch list, alerts, and news by email preferences. Thanks for watching.